Hey everyone, welcome back to Pop Draw, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Smokey the Bear based on this Funko Pop. So we're going to start by drawing the hat, and so you're going to do a horizontal line that's just straight across towards the top of your paper, like that. And then over on the right side, we're going to curve that line up, like this. And then over on the left side, we're going to do the same thing. And then we're going to connect those lines together. So now we have that. And then above that, we're going to draw a small, kind of thin rectangle here. We're going to draw two lines there, and then connect them at the top here. And then we're going to draw one more rectangle above that. So we're going to draw two lines up on each side, and then one more across the top. Alright, and then the hat's going to start curving upward a little bit. So over here on the right side, we're going to draw a line that kind of swoops upward like this. And then on the left side, we're going to do the same thing. And then at the top here, we're going to connect those lines together. And then to add a couple more details in the hat, we're going to draw two kind of curved lines, just like that. Alright, so now that we got the hat done, we're going to start drawing the head. So we're going to come over here on the left side and draw a line down about right here. And then right about there, you're going to curve it inward a little bit. And then we're going to bring that line down again and curve it inward again there. And one more time, we're going to draw another line here and curve it inward like that. Alright, and then now we're going to go over to the right side, and we're going to draw a line down about right here and curve it in about the same spot like we did over here. And then we're going to draw another line that curves down like that. And then one last line that curves down, and we're going to stop it right about there because there's going to be a shovel there, so we can't finish it all the way. We'll come back over to the right side and draw a straight line across that goes about right there. And then for the shovel, we're going to go right where we just drew that line and draw a straight vertical line down like that. And then we're going to draw a horizontal line that goes up like that. And then we're going to draw another diagonal line that goes down like that. And then a straight vertical line down like this. And then kind of a slight diagonal line on each end here. And then right there in between them, we're going to add a curved line like that. And then we're going to form kind of a triangle, but the top point is going to be a little bit rounded. So we draw a shape like that. And then we're going to connect that shape to the top with a vertical line up. And then to give the shovel kind of more of a 3D look, we're going to add one more like kind of tiny line over here on the side that goes parallel to this line here. And then another line that comes up here and then goes closer and closer to the edge until you kind of meet the edge there. And then we're going to add one more line in between there, just like that. Alright, and now we can start working on some of his body. So over here towards the left side, we're going to draw a straight line down to about right there. And then we're going to add, at the end of that, kind of a little bit of a rectangle shape there. And then we're going to draw two lines next to that, about right there. And then we're going to draw another rectangle shape, this time a little bit bigger. And then two more lines right next to each other. Alright, and then we can do that on the other side too. Draw the tiny kind of thin rectangle, and then the bigger rectangle here, and then the 2 lines, and then we're going to add a belt buckle in the middle. So it's going to be kind of a rectangular shape, but it's going to be a little bit rounded on each of the corners. So you're going to end up with a shape that looks like that. And then we're going to add his hand that's holding the shovel. So over here where we do this tiny little thin rectangle, we're going to add a line that goes up and then hooks back in and then back around again. Kind of like a swirl shape, and that's going to be his thumb. And then next to that, we're going to draw a rectangle. And then we're going to add 3 more rectangles to finish off each one of his fingers. And then on that 4th rectangle that we drew, we're going to connect it back to the thumb. And then to make it look like he's holding the shovel, we're going to add 2 lines here. They're kind of curved. And then down in the middle of his thumb, we're going to add 1 tiny little line right there. Alright, and then now for the handle of the shovel, we're going to come back down here to where his last finger is. And we're going to draw a vertical line down like that. And then next to that, we're going to add another line that goes parallel to that one. And then down at the bottom, we'll connect those with a little horizontal line. So that finishes off the shovel. And so now we can start working on its pants. Let's go over here to the right side, and we'll draw a straight line down here. And then on the left side, we'll draw another straight line down, like that. And then on each one of those, we're going to add a line that's kind of diagonal. So we go like that, and then in between those, we're going to add a upside down U shape, kind of like that. And then below each of those lines that we just drew, we're going to draw 2 kind of rectangular shapes that are a little bit rounded on some of the sides. And then we're going to draw his feet. So over here on the right side, we're going to draw a straight line down like that. And then on the left side, we're going to do the same thing. Straight line down like that. And then we're going to continue that line over, and then we're going to curve it up, form the first toe. And then we're going to do 2 kind of small circle shapes. And then on this foot, you're not going to be able to see all of his toes because the shovel is covering up some of them. So we're just going to add 3 like that. And then over here where we drew this kind of rectangular shape, we're going to add a diagonal line that goes down, connecting to the handle of the shovel. And then over on the left side, we can bring that line over and then curve it up like we did over here. And then we're going to add, this time we're going to add all of the toes. So it's just a bunch of circle shapes. We're going to add 5 total. And once you get the 5th circle added, we're going to connect that toe to the rest of the foot, the rest of the leg, with a diagonal line. So now we've got both feet finished, and we need to add the left arm. So we're going to go over here almost to the end of the head, and we're going to draw a curved line that goes down like this. And then over here next to the pants, we're going to add a kind of U shape that goes up like that, and then comes back down again. And then draw another U shape. And then we're going to add a tiny little curve shape right there. And then another tiny one here. And then one last one that connects to the rest of the arm. So now you got its 5 fingers there. And then let's add a couple more details on the pants. First, we're going to add his pockets. So over here, next to these long rectangles, we're going to go on this corner and start from there and draw a curved line down. I'm going to do that on each side. So you've got his 2 pockets. And then for some more details on the pants, we're going to add a little bit of wrinkles. So up where we do this upside down U shape, we're going to draw 2 lines that go out like that. And then 2 more lines that go down like this. And then up between the belt buckle here and these wrinkles, we're going to draw 2 parallel lines down. Right there. And then a couple more wrinkles on the pants. We'll draw a kind of curved line here and another one here. And then we'll add a couple more there. And then down where these rectangular shapes are, we'll add a couple more wrinkles here. 2 curved lines like that. And 2 curved lines over on this side. And then now we need to add some details in the face. So for his snout, we're going to start about right here and draw kind of a curved shape like that. And then over here, we're going to draw another curved shape like that. And so you end up looking, it looks like kind of like a W. And then we're going to continue that line up, and then it's going to curve up towards the top here, and then go back down again, and connect with this line over here. And then below that, we're going to add 2 U shapes underneath that to form his mouth. And then for his teeth, inside this little space here, we're going to draw 1 line that goes across like that. And then now for his nose, we're going to go up like we're drawing an oval. So you can kind of start drawing an oval shape, but then when you get to the bottom, you're going to stop and leave it like that. And then where that space is, we're going to add a little tiny U shape like that. And then now for his eyes, so on each end, his eyes kind of run into his snout here, so we're going to start from this line here and start drawing a circle. And then kind of on the end, it just runs in to this line here. And we'll do the same thing on this side. And then we're going to add a little bit of reflection in each eye. So we're going to draw a line out like that, and then curve it in about right there, and then bring it up to the outside of the circle again. And we'll do that on this side too. So I got reflection in both of the eyes. And then we're going to go over and draw the ears. So at the tip of the hat here, we're going to draw a line that goes out and kind of curves in about right there. And then it's going to come back out and connect with the rest of the head. And we're going to do that on both sides here. So we'll add another one on this side. And then inside each ear, we're going to add another curved shape like that. And then that finishes off the ears. And then now we need to add the letters. He's got Smokey written on a couple places here. One of them is down here on the belt buckle. So I'm going to use a thin tip Sharpie and I'm going to write Smokey. It's going to be really tiny. And then on the hat, we're going to do something a little bit different. Since the letters are completely red, we're not going to outline them. What I'm going to do here, so we can kind of map it out, is I'm going to write Smokey, and I'm going to kind of evenly space them in the hat. I'm going to do this with pencil so that I can go over it. We're going to use a red marker, and then I'm going to go over those letters. And then you can kind of go over them a couple times if you want to get them looking even. So then you end up with something like that. Then one more thing we're going to add is some fur texture. So I'm going to switch back to my thin tip Sharpie. And how we do this is we're just going to do like tiny little lines. Kind of like I'm doing here. And you don't have to do this exactly how I'm doing it. You can kind of just take your marker and make these tiny little lines on all the places where he's got fur. And then it just gives your drawing a little bit more texture. Alright, and then once you got that done, you're finished with your drawing, and I'll come back to you once I finish coloring. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you to Nathan Barry for suggesting that we draw Smokey the Bear. And be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.